Hi there. 2 years ago, accidentally, I watched the first season of You, all in one day, in a couple of hours.
Who are you?
Everyone just calls me Beck.
And there you were. Every account set to public. You want to be seen.
I must say, the show really got me with the way that the producers choose to show us the events from the perspective of the main character Joe and his unrealistic fantasy about these events. I really am into psychological stuff, so this show turned to be perfect for me, and this is what we're going to do today.
To help you get the life you deserve.
I think I might really like it.
Given that we do already have some clues from season 2, we are going to build our reasonable theories of what's going to happen on season 3. Now, what we know is that on the last episode of season 2, we see happening two contradictory events. Joe seems to accept Love the way she is, and she lets him free, and they seem really happy together, with Love being pregnant with his child.
If I can't love you.
What?
I love you.
And in the very ending of the last episode, we see Joe studying his new you.
See you soon.
These two contradictory events leave a lot of questions on every one of us who have watched the first two seasons, starting from what happened to Joe and Love relationship? Will Joe kill Love? What about their child? What about Joe's new obsession? Etc, etc. Today we're going to try to explain the clues on season 2. What might have happened and what might be revealed on season 3.
I gotta do the time.
From the perspective of Love, we know that she thinks that she and Joe are soulmates because they do think and act the same way in order to protect what they think is right. This might sound psycho, but honestly, this is my opinion too. However, given that the show is explained from the perspective of Joe, we have a clue why Love and Joe might not be together on season 3. But first, let me say that I got the impression that Joe is way smarter and psycho than Love anyway.
Exactly does one get rid of a body? The things you do for love.
And now I want you to remember, what did Joe do in order to get out of the cage?
Grip. I thought you were the last person who'd be hysterical.
Hysterical? You killed Delilah!
A crazy person has locked me in a cage.
Given that he had already been in Love's situation himself when he put back in the cage, he knew exactly what Love needed to hear in order to let him out.
Nope. Okay, I have to get free. That's clear. I think I finally understand what Beck went through. What did Beck do in this situation?
I love you.
Right. She pretended to love me. All I ever wanted from Beck was to be seen. Really seen. And accepted. You saw me. You're asking me to see you, to love you. I don't know what to feel, Love. But I know what to do. It isn't hard to convince somebody you love them if you know what they want to hear.
Right in this very moment, what we understand is that even though Joe and Love look like soulmates because of the way they think, act, and the levels of psychopathy they have, Joe does not seem to be okay with that. He seems like he does not approve Love's actions, even though he acts almost the same way with the same intentions like her.
No, I'm pregnant!
Once he gets out of the cage, he wants to kill Love, and the only thing that saves her is the fact that she is pregnant and Joe is the father. Joe seems to have some kind of unexplainable instinct to protect children, maybe because of the fact that he was a violated child in his past. Anyway, the child is the reason he does not kill Love, but not the only reason, and I don't think that Joe all suddenly forgave her. Joe is a reasonable and smart guy. He knew that if he killed Love, he would be much deeper in that complicated situation he was, and Love gave him the perfect plan in order for both of them to come out clean of any suspicion for the murders, and another murder wouldn't help Joe a lot.
I don't know what to feel, Love. But I know what to do.
See, this is where Joe and Love are different. Joe knows that he can't have a life with a psychopath who does not always think with a clear head. Joe is always careful. He knows what to do in the right time. He knew what to do in order to get out of the cage. He knows Love does not trust him even though she let him free, and he knows what to do to gain her trust. He knows Love is like him, and he hardly passes the consequences of his own actions. Just imagine what they both might cause. Also, Joe wants to have everything under control. Nothing what happens is casuality when it comes to him. Every person around Joe is predictive to him, but Love might not. She might go off limits anytime, and Joe doesn't want this on his and his child's life. At the end of the last episode of season 2, we see that Joe and Love started over but not together. Love seems to live with her mother while being pregnant and waiting for the birth of her child, and Joe in the other hand seems to live in the same neighborhood but in another house. What the show suggests is that he is waiting for his child's birth while starting over and getting obsessed with another you.
There you were with your books. I will figure out a way to get to you. See you soon, neighbor.
What we confirm with this is that even though Joe stood by Love's side even after figuring out her crimes and all she did, he is that smart to know that she wouldn't be a good mother for his child, but he's the same psycho who thinks that he himself would be a good father. Now, I'm not trying to explain the psychiatry here, but in my opinion this is really another level of psychopathy of him. He never seemed sure about being with Love and never really approved Love's decisions, and she will for sure end up dead on season 3.
You don't trust me. And why would you? Even I don't know how I feel.
I think that Love will never be okay on breaking up with Joe because Joe is all she has, and she will fight for Joe in all the ways Joe fighted for his girlfriends. Meanwhile, Joe feels trapped by Love because he can't escape from her given that she is pregnant. This is why we'll have to enjoy a whole season of war between Joe and Love and Joe's new obsession. I only hope and believe that on season 3 the story will also be told by the perspective of Love.
You lost faith. You were gonna give up on us. Our little family in the making. So I followed you.
What the?
Let me know what your theories are, and let's figure out who was right or wrong once season 3 is out. If you enjoyed this video, you should definitely subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. You can also suggest me in the comments below what do you want the next video to be about. See you soon.